What's happening, guys? It's Logan Robinson from BucsGameday.com under Sports Illustrated. I'm here with our lead editor, River Wells, and we just
That's
got
me.
done with day one of training camp. How are we feeling, first of all? Not too hot. We got a little bit of clouds today,
Not
thankfully.
too bad. Some cloud cover today. It might get worse eventually, but it was kind of in tears. It was good to start, and then it got bad. But it's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not too terrible.
No.
But hey, there was a lot of plays made today. On the first day, we don't have fans here, so not a whole lot of loudness, not a whole lot of cheering, but you could hear from the defensive side of the ball because we were talking about it before we recorded, but this defense was flying around. I think we just start off with that. I mean, Antoine Winfield Jr. have a day, talked with Todd Bowles afterward. He's a man that came in and got 2 interceptions back to back, one of them being on the sideline where
Right over there.
Zion McCullum was in coverage on Mike Evans, tipped the ball up, and then Antoine Winfield,
Toe tap.
as we've seen him do.
DBs can do it too.
Yes.
DBs can do it too.
Yes.
Really nice toe tap. Brought it in for a big pick. But he wasn't done after that, was he?
No, he wasn't. Take us to the play number 2 right after.
Play number 2. I believe it was Mayfield, right?
Yeah.
It was Mayfield looking to the left side of the field, so all right from our sort of point of view, and he fired up a pass, and Antoine jumped right in front of it and got his second pick back-to-back plays. He just making plays out there.
Yeah, fully healthy. That's what I was meaning. You know, Todd Bowles saying that, yes, there's no pads on, and that's still a factor, even in the defensive back room.
Right.
But still, the plays that he was making throughout the day, he was all over the place, and it was great to see. I mean, we were listening to a couple of the guys talking after practice, just saying Antoine Winfield is a ninja in the backfield. Jalen McMillan was talking about him.
He did use that term.
And that's something that you want to see more of from Antoine after a season last year where he was dealing with injuries, and I'm sure he was very aggravated about that as well. But he was and still is one of the top safeties in the league, and we've got to remember that.
For sure. As long as he can stay healthy, he could be in for a big bounce back here. Not that health is an excuse. Everyone deals with those sort of injuries, but he was clearly hampered last year from his injuries. So they're going to want to see some more production out of him, and if he keeps doing what he did today on that practice field over there, then they'll be perfectly happy.
I was going to say, too, Baker Mayfield got to see real quick what a fully healthy Antoine Winfield is.
Oh, yeah.
For that to happen.
He was getting them out quick today, but sometimes Antoine Winfield Jr. is quicker. So.
No, exactly. Let's stay in the defensive backfield, why don't we? Another interception that happened today was
Bryce Hall.
Bryce Hall
Got it done.
Bryce Hall came in and bit on the route and was just quick with it.
Yeah, it would have been, I think, a pick 6 probably in game time. He had the right sideline. He just spread right down it. Great play from him. It's great to see what he's been able to do after his really bad injury. Pretty much the same injury that Chris Godwin had.
Yeah.
But he suffered it in week 1 against the Washington Commanders. But now he's back out there. It could be a solid depth piece for Tampa Bay, and he's making plays.
Mm-hmm. Josh Hayes also had a really nice PBU. Tyke Smith almost grabbed an interception on.
Yeah, not quite.
I was so close.
He
was right there on Sterling Shepard and came down on the ball. Almost came away with it. But, you know, we always ask Todd Bowles. He wants more interceptions. Lante David talked about it. They need more takeaways. They don't have a certain number this year. He just told us they don't have a number. But the emphasis, they need more. It's mandatory, and it's good to see starting off in day one, these interceptions.
You know what helps with that is the defensive line, and those edge rushers will get in the backfield today.
Let's talk about it. Let's go with number 1 here, Hassan Reddick. We got to see him in action. He's just so fast and twitchy, man.
Looks explosive out there for sure. Really fast, really quick. He gets up the ball, and he's already making plays, already a part of the play. Pretty big deal. So that was cool. And then Yaya Diaby getting some close sacks there. It's just shorts and t-shirts, like Todd Bowles says, but we could see him rushing in there, getting the moves on, coming real close to Baker on a number of sort of reps. And then David Walker. We haven't seen a lot of David Walker.
Yeah, we have not.
But he's been doubled a few times here in some reps, making some disruption early on.
Can you like you said, we haven't seen a lot of David Walker, but can you take us just real quick a rundown of who David Walker is? Because I think it's someone that we are going to be talking about heavily once the pads come on practically around Monday.
Probably. Yeah, David Walker is from Central Arkansas, so he's not a Division I guy. Despite that, or are they? They might be
It's
FBS,
one of
FCS.
the ones coming up.
Central Arkansas, but crazy production. Averaged around 20.5 tackles for loss per season, which is just crazy.
Wild.
So very seasoned play against competition that wasn't as tough. But when you look at him at the Senior Bowl, right, he hung with the Division I top guys. You come in here, he's been hurt, but he made some plays against some of the the second and third team guys here. So he's already playing up to his competition, and if that production and then those traits that he has can translate to the next level, Bucs might have gotten a steal.
Yeah, no, I was going to say that's someone that we are going to be keeping a close eye on, because the Bucs are looking for, yes, you got your 1, you got your 2, you got your Yaya Diaby, and you've got your Hassan Reddick, but who's that third piece? Of course, you have Braswell, and that's someone
and he's going to need to make a big jump in year 2. Going to be a really important thing to see from him if he wants to stay in this rotation, because they spent a second-round pick on him last year. You know, it's a little bit slow to get moving, but if he can kind of take that step up, this rotation could go from paltry, quite frankly, to really, really good in a very short amount of time.
Yes. Someone who had a really crazy catch today, it was bobbled at first, it went up in the air, then came down with it, was veteran wide receiver Sterling Shepard. Outside of that, though, I would say Mike Evans was your top wide receiver of the day. I mean,
how could he not be? He's big. He boxes out his corners, really smooth with the reps. That experience shows, especially on day 1. He's making plays. He's Mike.
Yeah, and he's got that chemistry built there with Baker. It was a really nice ball that he caught up the middle for about a 30-plus yard gain. And that's just Mike Evans for you. And the one thing that you want to see, though, is going through training camp fully healthy, making sure that that hamstring doesn't get aggravated, something that he's dealt with throughout his whole entire playing career. But I thought Mike Evans looked smooth. He looks in phenomenal shape like he did last year. I thought he had a big change in his body last season, and he's brought that again going into this year as well. And we've seen all the videos on his story of him doing some work and getting things done.
Yeah.
But it seems like it was a good offseason for your top wide receiver, who was on the brink going into the season of breaking Jerry Rice's 1,000-yard season streak.
Yeah, he's looking for it. Jalen Millen said it's not something that he cares about over the needs of the team.
Yeah.
But it's something he cares about. So he'll be looking to do that, and he's got a good opportunity this year, especially with some other people taking the heat off them. And when you get Mike Evans one-on-one, good things tend to happen. Ask any corner.
Yep. We'll finish it off here, and I will just remind you, we will have all of these instant reactions from training camp. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're liking the video as well. But I want to finish off this video. Deion Sanders got a special guest in town.
We did. Coach Prime was here. He was here to watch Shiloh Sanders play some football.
He was standing over here for the majority of the early parts of camp, and then moved over into the bleachers, which was a really good idea because the sun started beating down on us. But he found a spot to sit down and was there watching his son, and Shiloh working with, I believe, the third team today.
The threes. Shiloh's working with the threes, playing a little bit of safety, getting a little bit of that nickel position. But it looks like there's a few guys ahead of him. He's going to have to really make some plays and crawl his way up the roster.
Outside of that, though, we go on to day 2, like I was just mentioning. Yes, tomorrow on Thursday, and then we'll get pads on, which we're expecting Monday after the Sunday break, I believe.
And that's when the real fun starts, guys. So make sure you're tuning in for that episode, because we'll have some real good insight when they get pads on.
That's what I'm here for. I like the pads on.
That's what Logan's here
I'm right there with Todd Bowles. Him and I are hand in hand on that. I want to see the pads on because that changes a lot of things when you get down into the trenches, which matters the most, I believe,
for sure,
for a football team. So that's going to do it for our day 1 instant reaction of training camp for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm Logan Robinson. This is River Wells. We'll see you tomorrow on the YouTube channel. Hit the like button and subscribe.